Welcome to your Newport Richey. Welcome to your Newport Richey. I have three amazing gentlemen that are with me today. It's going to be a great, fun show. These guys are very involved in our downtown area as well as being intertwined because of one of the events that's coming up. It is our beloved Cody River BikeFest. So, on the couch today, we have Todd Batchelor, who is the owner of Beef O'Brady's and a sponsor of BikeFest. Next to him, we have Chip Manowski, who is the president of the West Pasco Chamber of Commerce. And that happens to be the organization that is the host of the Cody River BikeFest. And last but not least, we have Mike Chazelle, who is the owner of Mike Chazelle Mortgage. And in his spare time, he is the chairperson for the Cody River BikeFest. Now, that's the group that actually puts the BikeFest together from start until finish on Sunday afternoon. I know these guys have a lot to say, so I'm just going to jump right in. Before we start talking BikeFest, I want to ask Chip a little something. Chip, I know that the West Pasco Chamber of Commerce is one of the top 10 chambers in the greater Tampa Bay area. Congratulations. I think that is amazing. Tell us a little bit about the chamber. I know you guys are a lot more than a networking organization for your members. So give us some info and then we'll head on to BikeFest.
Sure. Well, thanks for having us here today. We really appreciate this. And of course, BikeFest is probably one of the top events in all of West Pasco, if not Pasco County. And we're really looking forward to this year. We're looking forward to having some amazing Chamber of Commerce weather. And speaking of Chamber of Commerce, as I often like to do, yes, you're absolutely right. We are the 8th largest chamber in the Tampa Bay area, according to the Tampa Bay Business Journal. We currently have 832 members.
Wow.
It's been a great last 5 years for me. I came on board back on January 2nd of 2013. Met some fabulous people like a Mike Chazelle, who came on board, got on the board of directors, and through the work of our ambassadors, through the work of our young professionals group and all of our board of directors and the chairmen that have been leading the organization, we've seen a real growth in our chamber, which means we're seeing a growth in our community and the quality of life that's there. We do emphasize networking. All of our small business owners, they do like that opportunity to be able to go out and meet and do business and partner with other businesses. But we also feel as an organization, we take it to the next level with our education programs that we provide. We do a Business Development Week, which is our next major event once we get past the holiday parade and for the Newport Richey Downtown Parade on December 9th. But in January, we have the Business Development Week, which is a week-long series of events. But we do that throughout the year. All of our events usually have speakers at them that can inform and entertain, as well as provide something that our members can take back to make them better business people or better businesses. And of course, the last areas are advocacy. We now have an area called US 19 that is now the Gulf Coast Highway. That was due in part to our work along with the Board of Realtors to champion changing that name. The county calls this the harbors, so we wanted something that brought US 19 more in line with the harbors. And
I did not know that it was the chamber that spearheaded
Yes,
that.
ma'am.
And now it's Gulf Coast Highway. Chainsaw, did you have anything to do with that?
Absolutely not.
Chainsaw, okay, so we got to say that's a biker name. Paycheck?
Paycheck.
Hey, hey. I don't have one. I'm sorry. I'm missing out here. That's
We'll come
not
up with
fair.
one
We'll
beforehand.
have one by the end of the show. Just treat us right.
Kick and
Okay.
taste.
Well, we will have you back on to talk about Business
Thank you.
Development
Really
Week, because
appreciate that.
I've actually attended classes and learned a lot from those speakers, and it's also great fun.
Yeah, this year, I mean, we wish we had him on the Bucks right now, but Martin Gramatica is going to be our kickoff luncheon speaker.
No pun intended.
No pun intended.
Grammatica, okay. All right. Mike,
Yes.
Chainsaw, let's hear a little bit about this amazing event. It's just, 20 minutes or so downtown, right?
Not quite, yes. Casey, we are so stoked about this coming Friday the 13th, of course, the 13th, 14th, and 15th. This is going to be another annual, it's always in the second weekend of October, the Cody River Bike Fest. Last year it was well attended, even though we had the hurricane come through on Friday, so to speak, that storm.
Ah, right. I remember it was terrible.
It was terrible. Our attendance was down, but still, overall, we had a fantastic weekend. We still met our goals. And this year, we are so stoked. The weather's going to be beautiful. We're having a great lineup, great festivities, great activities. The whole entire downtown will be a zone where families can come downtown and look at bikes and enjoy the restaurants, grab some beverages, check out the The bands, we have an excellent lineup of bands on 2 stages, one in Sims Park, of course, and also
Okay.
one downtown right in front of the Village Pub. So we are stoked. It's going to be a fantastic weekend.
Are you stoked?
Fabulous.
Stoked it is.
Fabulous. Okay, so Chip, did you get in trouble last year when you didn't have Chamber of Commerce weather? Were people
No,
mad at you?
it actually worked out pretty well. It was a blessing in disguise. The hurricane, of course, ended up going up the East Coast. We had some rain and things, but by the time the event was supposed to open, we were ready to go, and the rain had subsided. The weather was a little humid, a little warm, and we had a lot of people that came from the East Coast
I remember.
driving over because they were looking for some place to go, something to do, and the hotels were full up and down the west
Right.
coast of Florida.
Well,
And
some of them heard that Beef O'Brady's was going to be
Oh,
open
they
for
did.
BikeFest last year,
Exactly.
and
well, who
you
wouldn't want to go to
weren't.
Beef O'Brady's?
All right, Todd, you were trying to be open last
Yes,
year.
we were. Yeah, we were pushed even when we first got the whole process underway of getting the Beef O'Brady's open here. Well, that was one of our targets, and working closely with the chamber from the beginning, because we, with Beef O'Brady's for years, and we have other locations as well. We realized being part of the chamber is such a big part of our success.
sir.
And
Fantastic.
very fortunate someone like Chip agrees upon that, and has been very helpful to us, and especially my partner Tina, who actually is runs the day-to-day operations at the location. But yeah, we were pushing real hard to get open for the BikeFest once we realized how big of an event it was, and the kind of draw that it has.
Yeah.
Especially us being right across the street from Sims Park it's obviously a great location for us, and we can really capitalize on a lot of events there. Especially BikeFest, but we pushed and pushed, but we just couldn't get open. We opened, I think, approximately about 2 weeks later
Right.
from BikeFest. So we're definitely excited for this year's BikeFest, and we've been working very closely with Chip and his group to make sure we're ready and try to understand it the best we can to try to really maximize it. And we became a sponsor of the event, as you mentioned, the opening, and we're real excited about it.
Fantastic. Well, back to BikeFest. All right, Mike,
Yes.
tell us a little bit about what happens or what you and your crew have to do to set up BikeFest. I mean, this is 3 days. This is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I go downtown for 2 hours. But you guys have got a lot. So
There's no place like home.
Oh, I tell you. Casey, it is a combination of excellent people who are on the board again this year, on the committee, making the BikeFest happen, cooperation from the city of Newport Richey, also the county, Pasco County. It has been in the works for the past 6 months again, and there's so much behind the scenes that people don't realize. From the initial setup, from the planning, from the vendors, getting the sponsors in place, it really is a coordinated effort, especially with the chamber. Chip does a phenomenal job of attracting and getting those sponsors, and we have an amazing committee with the Farrells involved, with Tom Carpernome from the fire department. It's just so many great people that come together to make this coordinated effort to make it happen. It really is amazing.
fantastic. You mentioned vendors. I think we're going
Yes.
to take a little break, and then what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what people are going to see at BikeFest,
Yes.
okay? And we'll talk about these little magazines that we're all playing with. We'll be right back.
Ever need a doctor after hours? Well, searching won't help. But what do? You could go to the urgent care or ER, but if only there was a better way. Introducing the MNO Plus card. No waiting rooms, no copay, no consultation fee, giving you 24/7 access to a doctor by phone or online. It's easy to get started with affordable plans starting at $15 a month for a family of 5. For more information, visit mnoplus.com today.
We're back, and I'm going to throw it right back to the guys that are here visiting with me today. BikeFest, what am I going to see? What am I going to do?
Well, let us take just a couple of moments to tell you.
Funny you should ask.
Funny you should. BikeFest is established to bring vendors into the area, people that are selling jewelry, people that are selling motorcycle accessories, merchandise, leathers, motorcycles for sure. Harley Davidson will be here, one of our presented by sponsors. But it's also a family event as well. We've got entertainment and things, but the splash pad in the park is still open for kids if they want to participate in that. We've got ACW wrestling this year. We've got some street
Wait a
performers.
minute, like real live wrestling?
Real live wrestling.
Like you see on TV?
Like you
real
see on TV.
How cool
It
is
was
that?
we did it last year, and it was one of our most popular things that we did. And the shows are in there. You can get one of these beautiful guides. You can stop by the Chamber of Commerce. We'll be having these in local businesses downtown.
Okay, so I can pick
So-
it up anywhere I am downtown, and
You
I
have
can
one.
have it ahead of
Anyway,
time? Okay.
you have one.
I know,
Is the
but I'll-
chainsaw going to be wrestling?
Chainsaw.
the
I
name
will
is-
not be wrestling this year.
Chainsaw doesn't want to hurt those pearly whites. Anyway, so there's also Revolution Roller Derby, ladies roller derby that's going to take place in the Gloria Swanson parking lot. We have street performers, as I told you, doing fire acts and some LED light things, and it's going to be great. But the entertainment is what really draws people. First of all, it's, as we said, there's that quote-unquote wet zone that throughout the city, but we have 3 beer stations in the park. We have food vendors in the park, none downtown, so that all of our friendly businesses down there can promote their own food and bring people in to get the food that they want. But we also have we have 2 regular beer stations, and we're having a craft beer garden this year. So
Oh, cool. How
yeah.
is that? Wow. Okay,
We're,
so
we're
talk-
anxious for that. That'll be great. And
Craft
then
beer. What's craft beer? I mean, is it like one company and they have different
well,
flavors?
there's 6 different brews that are brought to us by our friends at Great Bay Distributors.
Okay.
Okay, and onward. But we do have some tremendous things going on. If you aren't doing anything else, Friday night, 5 o'clock, we're going to have the kickoff to the event with the national anthem played by our guitarist. But at that same point in time, Newport Richey, which has done a phenomenal job with Sims Park, has built a 3 flagpole station next to the stage, and that's going to be the first time that the flags will be raised in Sims Park at that new flagpole station. So we're very happy. The city asked us would we want to do that. We said absolutely. So you'll see the United States flag, you'll see the state of Florida flag, and the city of Newport Richey flag all going up while the national anthem's being played.
And what time is that again?
5
Because
o'clock Friday.
Everybody
the
does not
13th.
want to miss that. I know that they all want to
But we
be
got
there.
the Bearded Brothers that night, and our headliner that night is the Cowboy Kid Rock Tribute Band. Then on Saturday in the downtown, at the Sims Park stage, we have our Battle of the Bands winner, Flight 19, an amazing 17-year-old. He's just crazy. Then we have Fire and Ice Pat Benatar Tribute Band, the Florida's Finest Bikini Contest, Kiss America Tribute Band, and our headliner on Saturday night
Is Firehouse.
Firehouse.
Fantastic. Okay, now you went very fast on those. So some of that's going to be downtown in Sims Park.
That's all Sims Park, everything I said.
All of that's Sims Park.
That's Sims Park only.
Okay.
Then we have downtown also, Casey. We have bands starting off Edge of Reg, who was there last year. She's phenomenal. The 1984 Van Halen tribute band. They're amazing bands.
That's Friday
downtown.
night.
Friday night, correct.
Okay, so this is on Grand Boulevard.
On Grand Boulevard.
So you've got a stage there.
Yes.
Restaurants are all
In
open.
between
That's
Village
right in.
Pub
Yes.
Okay.
and
Fabulous.
Sullivan's, and right really in front of our good friend Jimmy's at Jimmy's
Okay.
Restaurant.
All right.
Yes. There will be no lack of music. There's 2 stages going on all day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. The festivities start at 5 p.m. on Friday. But also, in addition to that, being the family-friendly, event that we are,
Right.
we have the splash pad open, of course, in Sims Park.
Yes.
There's a vintage bike show being put on by Venom Bike Show, which is going to be, the bikes of the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. It's
How
fantastic
cool is
to go back and
that?
look at all the old-time bikes.
Wow.
Superheroes are going to be here. There's going to be some superhero
Superheroes
motorcycles
downtown.
and stuff on
Really?
display.
Yes.
Right.
And along with just, what's cool is, even though I'm not a biker per se, Casey, I love seeing the different styles of bikes. They're just beautiful, all from, the high, big wheels in the front, to the saddlebags, to the low riders, to the tricycles, the trike bikes, the big, huge engines in the back with people driving in. So our friends over at Venom are having a bike show both on Saturday and Sunday, 10 classes. So it's just a great time to go out there, bring your children, and just check out the different variety and styles of bikes. It's pretty cool. It's really amazing.
So when you say classes, does that mean that like categories?
Like
Categories,
baggers,
yes.
which,
Okay.
or street rods,
choppers,
or
yes.
that
Okay.
kind of thing.
All right.
I don't know that much anyway, but but that's what I was told.
Yes, 10 different
Back
cats.
in your
10
biker
different,
days.
10 different kinds, yeah.
He's
Back when I was
right
riding
about
my
it.
Honda 50.
Mini bike.
I saw one there last year. Very cool. Yes.
Okay. All right. So you've given us Friday's music downtown.
Yes.
What about Saturday's music in the downtown area?
Well, let me tell you.
Oh,
Chip,
okay.
please.
Oh, surprise,
Lost and
surprise.
Found
Lost. Okay.
is at 1 o'clock. The Wendy Rich Blues Band is at 4. And at 7 o'clock, it's the Tres Hombres ZZ Top Tribute Band.
Oh, I love
ZZ
ZZ
That's
Top.
downtown
Wow, how
Richey.
cool is
Yes.
that?
And of course, at that same time, all of our downtown restaurants and bars and that will be having specials and things. So we really encourage everybody to visit all of our downtown restaurants. You know, Beef O'Brady's
yes.
is a sponsor.
Yes.
Village Pub, Little Corona Cigar Bar, Maharaj Acupuncture, and Herb. I don't know who that Herb guy is, but anyway.
He's a really nice guy.
It's popular
yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah, and of course you got all the other establishments downtown. So it's biker friendly. We want you to come down. It's motorcycle traffic only in the downtown area.
Yes.
So when you get to the corner of, I believe it's Louisiana and what's that road right outside there, Todd? Your guys' office.
Can I
Lincoln
just
Street.
my best
Lincoln
if I can?
Street.
Lincoln
Lincoln.
Street.
Lincoln and
That's what I was
Main,
gonna say.
where the Beef O'Brady's is
Okay.
at.
Right.
That's where it becomes motorcycle traffic only
Yes.
into the downtown area.
Does my Vespa count as a motorcycle?
What's a Vespa?
Yes, it does. Because it has 2 wheels.
It has 2 wheels.
Yes, you can motorize through downtown area with your Vespa. You sure can.
That's right.
All right.
And Casey, also
I thought that
people
was a
may be
religious
concerned. There's plenty of parking all through the outside of the downtown footprint.
Yes, if you don't have a motorcycle.
Yes, there'll be
And we'll
plenty
be
of parking.
Yeah, and we'll be having parking at Beef O'Brady's as well. It'll be blocked off, but we'll be letting people in for Beef O'Brady's. If you want to come in and dine at Beef O'Brady's, grab a bite to eat, maybe a beer or so,
Or two.
something to drink. And again, we're always family friendly at Beef O'Brady's. We have kids meals, kids menu. We do have some specials going on, so obviously a great place to start.
Absolutely.
To come on in. We will
Fabulous.
have parking available again for our Beef O'Brady's customers. We're right across the street from the park. We also will have a couple girls out front selling beer, so you can get a beer before you go into the event. If we'll have that available.
Fantastic. Chip, you mentioned Wet Zone. Okay, let's talk about Wet Zone when we get back, okay? Because you
Where are we
mentioned
going?
that. We're going to take a break.
Oh, okay.
You said you wanted a break.
I did.
All right.
That was
We'll
7
be right
minutes.
back.
81% of consumers search online before even setting foot in a store. We help you create a strong foundation for your digital reputation. We help build your online presence to improve search engine rank and make sure your business information is correct across the web. You could do all of this on your own, but why would you spend more than 300 hours a year working on this? You have a business to run. Save time and put our software to work for you.
We have a simple mission: build champions. And we do this by offering you the opportunity to learn from some of the top individuals in the motorsports industry. And parents, this course is not just for young drivers, but for you as well. Our 8-week online course will cover marketing and branding, how to build a fan base, how to use social media effectively, how to master the media, and much, much more. So if you are looking for a competitive advantage, then Raceface University is for you. We look forward to making you one of our future champions.
Welcome back, and we still have lots to talk about, so I'm going to segue right over here and ask Todd, as a restaurateur in downtown Newport Richey, what do I do if I'm having my dinner and the band is starting? I'm done with dinner, but I still have half of one of those nice big beers that you guys serve.
Well, actually, what I would hope you do is you wait till you get close to finishing or finish that one and maybe get at least 1 or 2 more to go enjoy. So, yeah. In all seriousness, and what is considered the wet zone is that as long as you take whatever beverage, alcoholic beverage you have and put it into a plastic container, you're free to make your way around or navigate around the event. So that's not our establishment, but any establishment at all.
Okay, how many extra solo cups did you order for this
we've got
event?
plenty of cups. How many hands do you have? Between you and your friends, load up.
And that also means, Casey, if they're in the park and and they're drinking a beer, that they can go out into the streets to see the vendors, go to other establishments that are downtown. So it works both ways. That's what the ordinance allows us to do. Our alcohol permit allows us.
Obviously, we want everybody to be safe and drink safely and have a safe, great event, which these guys have put together. But again, it's just a little bit of freedom and let people enjoy their drinks, hopefully in a safe way, and really help us all out downtown.
Well, I think that's marvelous because there's nothing worse than having to chug a drink, and it's to be enjoyed. And
it's to be enjoyed.
I'm going back to the jewelry vendor. No, okay, guys.
A couple of drinks, you may buy more jewelry.
That's right.
That's what they want.
It's going to be encouraged, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, we were talking about the music, and so I have a quick question for you. How do I pay for this music? I mean, do we have to buy tickets ahead of time?
It is absolutely free.
No.
There is no cost to anybody for
All of that
anything
music?
that takes place.
How can that all
whether
be free?
it's any of our shows, whether it's any of our entertainment, it is all 100% free. Now, there are a couple of vendors that might be out on the river giving boat rides. If people want to go up to the bayou and take a ride and get a tour of the famous Pithla-Chescody River, that's fine, but that's what that vendor is set up. But as far as all of our entertainment, all of the shows we offer, it's 100% free.
Woo, more money for buying jewelry.
More money for buying jewelry. That's right. But of course, the only reason we're able to do that is because of our sponsors. So I have to take a minute, Casey, and my apologies to my co-hosts here.
That's what drives the event.
We have 3 presenting sponsors. That's our good friends Harley Davidson of Newport Richey, Team Farrell, and the Kemp Rouge and Green Law Group. Our platinum sponsors are Hits 106 and the Tampa Bay Times. We have our gold sponsors, City of Newport Richey, Furman Automotive, the Newport Richey, Palm Harbor, and Tarpon Springs stores, Great Bay, Monster Energy Drink, Full Throttle, and of course, Visit Pasco, open spaces for vibrant places.
You guys have been very busy.
Oh, that's just those
I know you have tons
Yes,
of
we do.
sponsors.
Yeah,
Tons
I'm
and
getting
tons.
to the. Everybody's as important as others, but some of our events are sponsored by people. So, for example, the Decker Group, we've got 70 people coming in, bringing in tents and vendors and things. The Decker Group is sponsoring a group called the Vendor Valet to help those people. So we want to thank the Decker
How
Group for
cool
doing
is
that.
that?
Venom Bike Shows. The Roman Plumbing is our VIP tent sponsor. So we thank Roman Plumbing. Frontier Communications is helping us collect data. You can go to the Frontier Communications tent, sign up to win a TV by giving them your name and your zip code. It's very important to know where people are coming from for the Bike Fest for us to continue to get tourism dollars.
So it's free, and I can win a TV.
Absolutely.
I like what you
Exactly.
guys are doing here.
Posadas Moore and Tetlow is our road crew sponsors. In other words, when you're going to see people out directing traffic, etc., they're going to be in blue shirts. That's sponsored by Posadas, Tetlow, and Moore. George's Wholesale Tires is back in as a silver sponsor. And this book was put together by our friends at Visual Spectrum. Visual Spectrum is the book sponsor, and of course they also own Heron Publishing, which does our magazine.
Right.
for the
Okay,
chamber.
everyone, this you need to pick up. I think it's something that you should have in your hand actually before you get to BikeFest so that you can see what's going on. It's got all the groups in it. It has all of the sponsors in it. It's got that great map in the middle. Doesn't have my name on it anyplace. Yeah. You guys really
been
missed
omission.
out.
Should have your picture on the cover.
Oh, I think it does, but we'll find it.
Okay, now we were talking still about, you've got something?
Yes, I do.
Good.
Casey, for the bikers, for the actual bikers who will be attending this, we're going to have a poker run. The poker run will be starting at 10:30 a.m. for registration. The last bike out will be leaving Harley-Davidson on 54 at 1 p.m. They have 5 stops where they go in there and they get their cards to make their poker hand. And then the last stop will be in Sims Park at the Fire and Iron beer tent. And they are an amazing organization. Fire and Iron is that all the proceeds that they get from the bike run and from their tips pouring beer, all the money is donated back to the Children's Burn Camp, which is an amazing
Oh, how fantastic.
thing for the children.
Makes a huge difference in the lives of these children that
It's
suffer
amazing.
burns.
Absolutely. Well,
Yes.
I hope everyone. So, do you have to sign up for the poker run ahead of time?
Yes, you do. Well, it'll be at Harley-Davidson that morning at 10:30 until 1 p.m. And then you can go ahead and then hop on your bike, do all the stops, come back to the park, enjoy the festivities, the drinks, of course, the music. And then a chance to win 600, 300, or 100 with the best hands. The top 3 hands win.
And we,
Ooh, I
and we
like
thank
that.
our friends at Monster Energy Drink for helping
Winning
sponsor that.
money. I like that. Okay, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Ever need a doctor after hours? Well, searching won't help. But what do? You could go to the urgent care or ER, but if only there was a better way. Introducing the MNO Plus card. No waiting rooms, no copay, no consultation fee, giving you 24/7 access to a doctor by phone or online. It's easy to get started with affordable plans starting at $15 a month for a family of 5. For more information, visit mnoplus.com today.
Welcome back, and now I've got a quick question for Todd that's very important to me. Todd, I'm going to BikeFest. I'm going to Beef O'Brady's. What should I order?
Well, we certainly have a wide variety of things you can have there, starting with we have 20 beers on tap. So we have
20.
quite a few craft beers
Coldest
available.
beer in town.
A lot coldest beer in town, as
That's
like
gonna take me
advertised.
a
We spend a
long
lot of
time.
money on our draft system, so we
Okay.
definitely guaranteed to be pouring at 32 degrees is how it's sold to us. So
Isn't that
we do have
freezing?
very cold. No, it's very cold.
Wow.
Very close to freezing.
Okay.
And so between the different beers that we have, like I said, a large variety of menu. But obviously at Beef O'Brady's, we're known for our burgers, for our wings. We do have a lot of salads and wraps as well. We have a lot of healthy items. We do have a lot of specials as well at Beef. So, we're definitely looking forward to this Bike Fest, being a part of it for the first time and getting people to come in and really help advertise, promote Beef O'Brady's. Being right across from Sims Park is a great location, right on the river. People can come in, sit at the bar, have an ice cold drink, see the river. They can look out to Sims Park. So it's a great location for this event. And
We're going to have a beautiful sign up along the side of the building.
Nice
to
big
welcome
banner up.
everybody to-
It says,
Absolutely.
welcome, Casey.
No, it doesn't. No, it
That's
doesn't.
not what it says.
It does not say welcome. It says, thank you,
Yeah.
Casey.
Yeah, we're also gonna
Thank you,
have a
Casey.
couple girls out front selling beer to make it easy for people to get a quick beer, either before they come in to get a bite to eat, or maybe on their way out. So we're really going to try to do our best to help promote the event, promote Beef O'Brady's, and help everybody have a great time. And just want to say again, thank you to Chip and his group because they've done a fabulous job working with us. And we're coming up on 1 year being open. Will be the end of October, so it's going well for us.
We'll
looking
have a
for
party.
Yep.
looking for a lot of great things.
After BikeFest, we'll have another party to celebrate your anniversary.
As we like to say, see you at Beef's.
See you at
Okay,
Beef's.
and I'll be ordering Cody River BikeFest wings. How's that?
There you
That
go.
sounds good.
Okay.
Along
CRBF
with an ice
wings.
cold beer.
Okay.
And you're good to go.
CRBF wings.
Okay.
Casey, while we're on the subject, we want to finish up, make sure people know that on Sunday there's lots of stuff going on still.
Okay.
On the main stage at 1 o'clock, we have the Soul Circus Cowboys and the Venom Bike Show Awards. And at 3 o'clock, we have Love and Revenge. Then at the downtown stage, we have Monkey Bone and the Embry Brothers from 1 to 4 o'clock. And we talked about wrestling. Wrestling is Saturday at 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock, and that's in the Gloria Swanson parking lot right across from Sims. And Sunday at 12 noon. And the Revolution Roller Derby, Saturday, 3 o'clock exhibition.
Okay, those are great times for families to come downtown and enjoy this event. Is there music Sunday night, or does it end?
Ends at 5 o'clock.
Fabulous. Okay.
5 o'clock, and
Friday
we keep
night?
the streets closed to car traffic except for Main Street until about 7. And one more thing, the vintage and classic bike display is going to be set up in Railroad Square that Mike talked about earlier. So
Okay.
Railroad Square, downtown Newport Richey, just off at Nebraska and Grand. It's
right.
beautiful.
Also, Casey, for those bikers out there looking for some visual entertainment, at 5 p.m. on the main stage in Sims Park, we have Florida's finest bikini contest. Folks, come out and check out these ladies. They are beautiful in their gowns and their bathing suits, and they put on a fantastic show.
So it's not just bikinis, it's gowns?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I like that. So when's the men's bikini contest?
Well, Mike's going to be in a Speedo
Okay.
With suspenders.
with suspenders. Very patriotical.
And you won the men's bikini contest last year, right,
He
Chip?
did.
No, I did not. And
Second. Came in second.
nor did I judge the contest.
All right. So, have we left out anything about BikeFest here? I
Absolutely
think
not. Just
we
know
have
that
it
when you
all.
come downtown, it's a great event. have a lot of fun.
Yes.
Participate in this. Visit the vendors. It's really critical to our vendors that people come by and take a look at all the different things that they can purchase. Enjoy the music.
Jewelry.
Get some beer. That's what you're.
I heard jewelry. I heard
I
you
think we're going to
mention
call.
jewelry.
I think
Jewelry.
we're going to make
I like
yours biker name CZ.
cubic zirconia. No.
I'm sure
All
that's
right.
not going to get the
I
job
know,
done
CZ.
for you.
Paycheck, chainsaw.
KCZZ.
Todd, we've got to get to a name.
I know, I'm working on
you
it.
call me Diamond.
Diamond. We'll call you Diamond.
Okay. This has been absolutely
Maybe it's
fantastic.
beef.
Maybe
it's beef. That's my biker name.
Hey, no, my name's
Okay,
Beef.
beef. All right, so we've
Or
got
beef.
beef.
Wasn't that from Back to the Future?
We've
You've lost control, Casey. The show's going to be over. We're going to say goodbye now.
All right, so I guess this little diamond in the rough is going to say thank you to Beefs.
Thank you very much
to
for having us.
Paycheck. And to Chainsaw.
Thank
you.
We
See you
will
this weekend.
all at the Cody River Bike Fest.
Yes.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Coming up this weekend.
Coming up this
It's
weekend.
not far away. It's hours and hours
Oh,
away.
it's like
I mean, my
days.
God, it's really exciting.
Weather's gonna be great.
So
Weather's
that's
gonna
it.
be great.
I'm going to say thank you to you three, and then I'm going to segue into chatting with you for just a sec. The weekend after this one, we have two events that you cannot miss. One is the Cody River Cleanup, which we're going to need after BikeFest. No, I'm just kidding. It was actually postponed because of Hurricane Irma, so it is Saturday the 21st starting at 8 a.m. We do it starting right at the West Pasco Chamber of Commerce offices, which is the boat ramp. And then we have got the free family movie night in Sims Park that night starting at 7 o'clock. That's it. Thank you so much for joining us, and I will see you all downtown.